Welcome back to the continuation of our Interludium quest challenge, really. As you saw in the previous episode, the map is gigantic, and we're actually in the very beginning of the scenario. We encountered Baron Zakharev, accompanied by his group of shades who are closing in through the tight corridor over there. We managed to find the Shadow Rune key, that allows us to use the staircase indicated by that search token. So I think we will just progress, we'll just dive in and progress with the quest. There's quite a lot for us to go through in order to escape with the Shadow Rune. Baron Zakharev is not happy about that, so he's closing in, trying to claim it for himself. We'll see what happens. So I suppose we will start our hero turn with Grissom, who will approach the staircase. Was it one movement point that I have to? Yeah, you may spend one movement point while on the staircase to move to the other staircase as if they were adjacent spaces. Okay. So let's do just that. So he will go 1, 2, 3 and step on this. Continue. Oh yeah, we have 30B. Okay. We need to build. It's like a shortcut, really, isn't it? I'll show you what it looks. It's in like that with the locked door right there, and there's a connection here. We will just put the end cap so it looks nicer. So right, so that's the way it's set up. Let's continue. You walk up the damp staircase and arrive in a dark hallway. Place the hero who used the stairs at the red objective token. Yeah, so he went 1, 2, 3 first movement. He just ends up here. So that's his second activation. But how are we supposed to open the doors? A steel door that looks as though it hasn't been opened in a very long time. Okay, so I'll just go 1, 2, 3, and we're there. Okay, we'll see if that was strategically a wise move. End turn for Grissom. Shade. Master first. During this activation, damage roll deals stamina instead of health damage. Oh! Use flicker on the hero within 3 spaces of this monster. Well, he cannot see any heroes within 3 spaces. Then engage the closest hero. Their movement is 4. Attack the closest hero. Do they have fly? They don't. They would have flown over the chasm, but they cannot do that. Attack the adjacent hero with the most stamina suffered. If this monster has performed an attack, it moves 2 spaces away. So they will just close in, I suppose. 1, 2. They cannot do anything else. They cannot go through the chasm, like the abyss or whatever it's called. There's a bridge which we deliberately occupied with our minions, with a zombie and a wolf. So we blocked the way in. But if I were the Overlord, would I have gone for the chamber over there, or would I have retreated here? I think I would have done that. That would be more more strategic on the Overlord side. So that's what I'm going to do. I will, as I said in many previous videos, if some Valkyrie instructions would not have made sense if there was a true Overlord, I will overwrite the rules. So they will retreat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because they have 2 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. The master will join bottom over there. So I think after our next hero's activation, Baron will move in and do something. So I suppose I will retreat with Jurek, and he will go towards the stairs, and he will leave his wolf behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4. His movement is 5. Yeah, so he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the wolf attacks Baron. Baron is terrified, so he cannot use his surges until as long as he has enemies in his line of sight, which he has plenty of. So we will attack with what is it that he defends with? Black, of course. So that's our dice pool. Let's have a look. 2 defended, 2 and a surge. On surge, pierce 1. So that's just only 1. I'll indicate like this. So 3 damage goes through on the bottom. And I suppose we will retreat 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and still block the bridge with our zombie, which we can sacrifice and summon again. So Jurek end turn. Yeah, Baron Zakarev. Add 2 to Baron Zakarev's speed. Well, won't change much. If he carries the casket, he does not. If he does not carry the casket, engage the casket or the hero carrying it. Pick it up, attack the hero, use domination. Domination on the hero with the casket. Can he do that? Domination. Baron Zakarev tests his son. If he succeeds, he can move any hero within line of sight. Within 2. Within line of sight. Sorry guys. Baron Zakarev tests his son. If he succeeds, he can move any hero in line of sight 2 spaces in any direction. At the end of that push or move, the hero must test their son. If they fail, they're immobilized. Okay, so can he actually see me? I mean Laurel. He cannot, because Wolf is in his line of sight. So I suppose I will not do that just yet. He will attack the zombie. He attacks with these. Zombie do not defend with anything. So suppose that's that. 3 and a surge. You cannot use surge because of the terrify condition that he has. So he attacks for 3. Zombie has 1 HP left. So he acts as a nice blocker, really. Can we do anything? For the second, yeah, I might, disturb Garen. Garen's son is natural 4, reduced by his blood brain by 1, down to 3. So I will use domination on Garen, and we will just slow him down. So 3 or less. Succeeds. Well, no, Baron Zakarev tests his son. Yeah, and he succeeded. Then he can move the character, any hero within line of sight, 2 spaces. So I'll just push him like that. And then Garen tests his son, which is 3. 3 versus 3 is a pass, so he's not immobilized, but he's just pushed, dominated, and pushed to the side. So he will require more movement points to reach the stairs and use the shortcut. Okay, I hope it's not too confusing for you. There were some Polish cards that I had to translate on the fly, and the instructions weren't that clear. So I hope it wasn't too confusing for you. All right, let's proceed. So we have Garen and Laurel, who can move, who can do other things. Right. I'm thinking about activating Garen actually and placing extra conditions on Zakarev. On Zakarev, and I would like to place Doom on him, which these were my bracers that on surge I can doom an enemy. I think I'm going to do just that. Can I see him, or I need to move? I need to move because my zombie's in the way. My zombie is on the way. But if I activate with my zombie, who's dead anyway, and I'll just move him 1 here, across the bridge, he still blocks the way in. He will attack Baron with a red dice. Okay, like that. Terrified. So, zombie attacks. Whew. 3 versus 4. Nothing happens. But now, my line of sight is clear for Garen to attack. And Garen will attack with his Life Drain Scepter, of course, as he would normally, like that. And I'll boost my damage. This is each time you perform an attack after dice are rolled, so I don't have to do that. I don't need to heal anybody. We're just, you know, fully recovered. No one is wounded. Yeah, my intention for this activation is to apply Doom on Baron Zakharov, so he will receive extra damage. That's quite interesting. It nicely synergizes Doom with Terrify, because Terrify does not let you use your surges, and in order to get rid of Doom, you need to spend one of your surges. So perfect. So he's in a lockdown, really. Yeah, he's in a lockdown. Right. So let's proceed. So I'm attacking with my Life Drain Scepter. Oh, and it's a miss. So my first activation was a miss. So nothing happened. Can I re-roll that? No, cannot. No, I do not have any abilities that allow me to re-roll these. Okay. Okay, I'll do it again. Yeah. So I'll boost my damage with my own health by 1. So I attack for 3. Okay. He defends for 3. But I have a surge. Unfortunately, only one surge. So what do I want to do? I need to deal some damage to apply conditions. So I'll spend that surge on my Life Drain Scepter, and it allows me to boost the damage by 2. And if I deal any damage, I recover the damage. Yeah, this one. So he suffers 2 damage. That's all we could do. These were 2 activations for Garen. So I suppose I'll just end turn with Garen. So now it's Laurel's turn. The only thing she can do, she's carrying the casket, so she will just run through stairs and join Jurek and Grissom in the corridor, and we will try to do something about these shades. They're not that tough, but we need to bypass their black dice defenses, which they have. But the minion only has 2 HP, so yeah, shouldn't be that difficult. So Laurel, she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So she's just behind. Oh, you know what? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, I'll spend 1, 2, 3, 3 surges, 3 staminas, not surges, 3 stamina points to move, and then I'll perform a rest action and gain 5 stamina points back, all the way to her fullest. So she's ready for the fight in the next turn. But for now, we'll just end the turn. Monsters hurry to their master's help. Place 1 monster of the shade group respecting group limits on 12A, which is this tile here. Oh, you can't see it, it's in the far corner. Okay, we'll adjust the camera in just a moment. The entrance, or 1A if already reachable. 1A, oh, it's in the far. No, 1A is not reachable yet. Okay, but we haven't killed any shades, so we will not spawn group limit reached. Yeah, that's that. Right, short readjustment of the camera. Okay, so that you can see everything. Yep, that's all we need to see for the moment. Let's just push it to the side slightly. Hopefully it wasn't too bumpy. Yeah, there you go. There we are. So we're trying to break through the corridor, destroy the shades, and then progress here. There is a tempting chest over there, but this water tile will slow us down. So I'm thinking about bypassing that and then jumping into the waterfall that you cannot see on the camera just now. We will zoom in later on when we get closer. As you saw in the previous episode, this map is gigantic and it does not fit on the camera at all. Yeah, okay, right. So I think we will activate with Garen, attack for once, and then progress towards the stairs, sacrifice a zombie, and just try to run away with these guys and see what happens. So Garen activates. Garen activates, and we will do the same as we did before, trying to apply some nasty conditions on this bugger. So there you go, 3 dice. So we shot. No, 2 versus 2. I could, yeah, I will boost my damage by 1. So 1 damage goes through, down to 9. Slowly but surely, we will destroy you, Mr. Baron. And I claim this back as a result of my Life Drain Scepter's ability. Right, so that was my first activation. Now for the second activation, I'll just try and run away. 1, 2, 3. Can I do anything else? I'll spend 2. Well, I'll spend 3 stamina points. He doesn't have any. And he will just bloop, go to the corridor. And that was Garen's activation. Now the zombie will attack. He's gonna die anyway, so yeah, let's have a look. Zombie attacks Baron and misses terribly. Okay, end turn. Baron Zakharev. If Baron Zakharev attack is successful at 2 surges. See? That's quite interesting. He does not carry the casket. Engage the casket, pick up the casket, attack the hero. So he just rushes away. 1, 2, 3, 4. His movement is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the end of his turn, he will lose the Terrify condition. He managed to find himself in a spot without any enemies in his line of sight. Then that allows him to get rid of the Terrify condition. Good. Okay. Activated. Now it's our turn. So our zombie is still there, trying to do something useful, which he won't be able to. I think we will now activate with Garen. Grissom, sorry. Grissom moves in for 1 stamina point. Okay. Opens the door. Let's see what happens. A steel door that looks as though it hasn't been opened in a very long time. For an action, open it. You use the rune key on the door. Well, let's just pretend that since he's adjacent to Laurel, who's carrying the key, they were able to open it. Dust fills the air as the door opens for the first time in years. Continue. Okay, nothing happens. So I'll remove the doors so it's clearer for us what's going on. Right, so I still have 1 action remaining. I think... no, not just yet. Not just yet. I can use my Staff of Light. Yeah. I have 2 options. Okay, I have 2 options. I can use my Staff of Light and try to kill at least one of these shades. Or I can cast the fog, the mist. The mist that will require the shades to spend a surge on any space within 3 spaces from Grissom to succeed with their attacks. So that's quite useful, actually. Do I have a chance to bypass here? Well, okay, let me do that. So for 1 surge, yeah, not surge, stamina. I'll put this stamina here to remind me that the mist that I cast is active. It says as long as this card is exhausted, every attack that targets 3 spaces in your proximity, right? misses unless you spend one surge. So if they attack Laurel or myself, they need to spend the surge. Let's have a look. So Grissom, end turn, thank you very much for that. Shade, after this activation, each shade performs a move action and retreats, so it's like an extra action. Engage the hero within 4 spaces of this monster with the least health remaining. Engage the closest hero, attack it, and then retreat. So I suppose they'll attack. If I were the Overlord, I would have attacked Laurel anyway because she's carrying the casket. So let's start with this shade. This shade closes in. They're melee. They attack with yellow. Okay. Laurel defends with her standard gray, and yeah, she did not get any other buffs or armor or nothing. Yeah. So now I have to remember about that surge. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll cast the Stone Skin as well. Right, no surge. I would have defended that anyway. After this activation, each shade performs an action and retreats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one closes in and does the same. And there's the surge. There's 2 surges even. Oh, that was a 2 and that was a 2 and a surge like that. Okay, so it's 3 damage. 1 surge is used to bypass the mist, the fog that Grissom cast, and the next surge can be used to pierce. So it would be what, 3, 4 damage. Ugh. So I'll spend. Grissom will spend 1 stamina point to give Laurel another gray dice, which is this one. So these are discarded. So 2 damage plus a pierce. So it's 1 damage, isn't it? Yeah, 1 damage goes through. Not ideal, but not that bad either. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3. And again, the same story, but this time without Stone Skin, which we just used for 1 stamina. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness me. 3 damage goes through. There's nothing I can do about that, can I? Let me have a look. What's this? 3 damage, isn't it? So 3 damage goes through, down to 4. I forgot to use her agility, which would have, no, it wouldn't have saved us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, 1, 2, 3. Even if I do that with her agility, what the agility skill allows her to do is that every time a monster becomes adjacent, you can spend 1 stamina point to move 1 away from that monster, and the monster can continue their activation. So this shade use only 2 movement points. She has 4, so she would have caught up with me anyway. Right, let's have a look. There's no surge. There's no surge, so the attack missed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. Okay, so they blocked the way. They will delay me further. Now these were the minions. Now the master will just the master will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay, the master retreats towards our heroes who are stuck in the corridor. Okay, there you go. There you go. We can activate Jurek and Laurel. Activate with Jurek and Laurel. Maybe we should. Yeah, both enemies activated. So how about how about we do that? We need to protect Laurel. She's carrying the casket and she's wounded. She's got 4 HP left. So I'll activate with Jurek, who will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he becomes in range to attack this Master Shade. Master Shade has 5 HP. Can I deal 5 HP with my Trident? Well, let's try it like this. Can I do anything? If you're adjacent to your wolf, I'm not. Spawn your wolf, Fury. I need the wolf to be adjacent to me. No, so I cannot benefit from that. Cannot benefit from that. No, I cannot benefit from that either. So yeah, so it's just a standard attack. It's black. It's not gray. Ooh, here we go again, Jury. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. So that was his activation. Now the wolf will go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Will give us the extra protection. Jurek, thanks a lot, mate. Now Laurel, she can shoot through. As a result of one of her abilities, she can shoot through friendly figures. They do not. Yeah, it's the Hawkeye. They do not block the line of sight, and she's got this Master Shade in line of sight, or one of the minion shades, the one that's stuck here in the corner. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll just shoot twice the Master Shade and hoping to deal some damage. So it's yellow. Let's see what we can do. First activation, first attack is 2 and a surge with a 3 defense, okay? And also I just read it. My bow of bone allows me to add a green dice to my attack pool if I haven't moved this turn. I haven't, so I will roll this as well. And it's a surge. It was just a plain surge. So I need 1, 2, 3 range. I have 4 range, so I'll just boost my damage by 1 due to my hero ability. And then I have 2 surges to use. So 2 surges on my bow of bone. I'll show you. If you don't know bow of bone, yeah, it's +3 damage. +3 damage on my bow of bone. So I attack for 5. He defends the 3, so 2 damage goes through, down to 3. Yeah. Okay, and I'll do it again. I won't move, so I'll use this extra green die to my attack pool. But this one is actually quite nice. Quite nice attack. I wish I had another surge. So 5 damage, 2 range. I need 3, don't I? 1, 2. So I'll spend one of the surges to give me 2 dice, 2 range. So range is fine, +1 damage. So it will be 2 damage. Yeah. Extra damage. Do we have an extra damage here anywhere? No. So let me leave it like this, and I'll put this one so I don't forget. So this is the surge I spent. It boosted my range by 2 and my damage by 1. And the other surge I'm going to use on what? Okay. My ability here allows me to add extra surge every time I attack with a bow and I exhaust this card, which I'm going to do. So I have 2 surges, and as a result of that, this surge and the one coming from the ability, and I will use my bow of bone double surge +3 damage again. So 2, 4, 6, 9, -4 is 5. He has only 3, so he dies. So at least this guy is gone for the time being. I suppose it will come back in reinforcements shortly, but he's not a threat this turn. Right, good. Another turn. Right, so what I'm thinking of doing right now, so this expires, okay, is to activate with Grissom, who has his flash bomb, yeah, and his flash bomb says for an action, flip the card over to make a ranged attack with this item. If the attack does not miss, the targets are stunned regardless of damage suffered. Blast. And surge, 2 range, surge, terrify, and 3 green dice. So of course let's use it. And I'll throw these bombs at this guy. But I suppose I'll get slightly closer because these are 3. Yeah, I have to be careful about that. So I'll go 1, 2, yeah, round the corner. Use, that was my first action. My second action is to use the flash bomb on this shade. It will affect all these 3. So let's have a look. What is it? 1 and 2. I needed 2, so I'm in range. I deal 3 damage plus a surge. Plus a surge. Do I need to expand the range? I don't. I can terrify all of them. Okay, they need to roll their. They will be stunned, so they'll lose one of their actions and they cannot. Let's have a look. So this one defends with 3 damage. So no damage goes through on this one, but this shade will become stunned. I need some tokens to indicate that, because I'll forget. Okay, so this one is stunned. I'll put the stunned token next to her. So the second one, this one, defends with 2. So 1 damage goes through and stunned. Okay, so she has 1 HP left, because they have only 2. And the third one, the one in the back, again, same situation. Where's my stunned? There it is, and 1 damage. So, all in all, wasn't that bad. Could have been better. But what am I going to use this surge on? Are we going to terrify them as well, or should I claim... I don't need to claim that. I think I'll terrify them as well, so they cannot use... I enjoy applying conditions, so they cannot use their surges. So not only will they lose one of their... They cannot attack me, really. These 3. Yeah, so that was really good, Grissom. You disabled the whole group. Why? Because as a result of stuns, they will lose 1 action, so they cannot close in, unless the app allows them to perform an attack, ranged attack, because they're melee mobs, so they cannot close in, therefore they cannot attack anybody, so they'll be useless. Also, these 2 in the back will lose the terrify condition, so maybe I should have got, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have got the stamina point back, to be honest with you, instead of terrify, because that won't do anything. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I withdraw this move, and for this surge I will gain 1 stamina point for Grissom, which he has 3 of. So he moved, he activated, he threw his flash bomb. This gets discarded. I'll discard that and put it in the pile. Maybe we'll find it again in the future. Who knows? Okay, so that was Grissom. We will end his turn. End the turn. And Shades, exactly that. Flicker can target any hero on the map. And what does the Flicker say? Flicker says, choose 1 hero within 3 spaces, but it allows them to... it's probably a teleport. Remove this monster from the map and place it adjacent to that hero. Then, if the monster has not performed an attack, this activation, that hero tests the eye. Okay. If he fails, perform an attack with the monsters that targets that hero. Yeah. So, Flicker. Use Flicker on the farthest hero possible. So, farthest hero possible is Garen. So, like that. So he flickered. Choose one hero, remove this monster from the map and place it adjacent to the hero. Then if the monster has not performed an attack, that hero tests the eye. So Garen, you will test your eye. Your eye is 2, so yeah, and you succeeded. So if he fails, perform an attack. Did not fail, but I can still, so I could have attacked twice, attacked the adjacent hero. Yeah, so now for the second activation of that minion, I can perform an attack. So which I'm not too worried about because I defend with these and I have a gazillion of HP, you might remember. Let's have a look. Well, look, 2 and a surge, so it's a pierce, so that's a 0, so 3 damage goes through. Oh, okay. So 1 damage I will put on the woe catcher. Yeah, woe catcher. When you suffer that wounds, place that wounds on this card instead of your hero sheet. Flip this card over when it has 4 or more. Okay, so I already had 3, so the 4th one blows it up, right? So I only received 2 damage. Okay, as a result of that attack, and the woe catcher gets discarded. So that was that minion's activation. Now the second minion will activate, will lose 1 turn, so activation and flicker. Okay, same for this one, activation and flicker, cannot move there, so yeah. And then this one, activation and flicker in here, and that's all they could do as a result of being stunned. Thanks again, Grissom, that was your achievement. Now the app tells me to activate the master, who's dead, so nothing happened. Right, we don't need to worry about these for the time being, or do we? Well, Garen is trapped, really. There's not much he can do unless he moves out, but they will just delay me, and I don't want any delays. So how about oh, do you know what? Rewind that. I will exploit her ability. Her ability is called, what's it called again? Agility. So when a monster becomes adjacent to you, you can spend 1 stamina to gain 1 movement point. So she does that, like so. 1 stamina point. There you go. Does it say exhausted? You can use this card, but it doesn't say exhausted. So can I use it again? I think I can. So I'll use it again for this shade. When this shade became adjacent to me, I'll use this ability again and just skip 1 space away. So 2 stamina points, and she gained some extra movements for doing that. She's still wounded, and we still need to find a way to heal her. What I'm going to do now is, I suppose I'll activate with Jurek and place my wolf. So the wolf attacks this, or which one? Doesn't really matter which one, because they already activated. So the wolf will attack, let's say this one, this shade, black, red, blue. There you go. Woo! 0, so 3 damage and a surge. So this shade is dead. Probably come back soon. And the wolf will move 1, 2, 3. Will block line of sight. Will provide extra defenses for Laurel. She's wounded, remember. And we'll just be ready for the Baron if he approaches. Now Jurek, what can Jurek do? Jurek has 3 stamina points, and he can, in order for us to attack, Do I want to attack though, or do I just want to? What's Baron's movement for? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will 1, 2, 3, 4. He will get in range anyway, regardless of what I'm going to do. So I might as well kill the shade. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just clear the board. You know, the less attacks and the less annoying things they can do, the better. So I'll attack the shade with my trident. Hopefully I won't miss this time. 2 and 2, 1 and a surge. 1 is enough to kill it. Alright, so this shade is also dead. And I can use this surge to gain 1 stamina point, which I'm going to use. What's his HP again? 9. Can I do anything useful with that? Or should I just retreat with my second action? Or, do you know what? I'll spend 2 stamina points to go 1 and 2 and attack one of these fully healed shades, so that I can open the potential for Garen to move in and join the fun here. So I'll do the same attack as I did before. And I attack either of these, doesn't matter. Nope, nothing happened. 3 against 3, no surges. There's nothing else I can do because my wolf is not adjacent to me. So, nope. So it's a, well, it's not a miss, but the attack was completely blocked. Right, so that was Jurek. Thanks, Jurek, for your activation. Baron Zakharev. If Baron Zakharev attack is successful at 2 surges, engage the casket or the hero carrying it. Movement of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He comes here and attacks Laurel. Now, he attacks. He will gain 2 surges, right? He attacks with these. She defends with this one and that one. And I will spend 1 surge on not Baron but Grissom to cast Stone Skin and give her that. Can I do anything else? No. No, not right now. But hang on. He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So no. Come back. Let me grab this stamina point that I spent from Grissom's pool, because what she's going to do, she's going to use her agility again and spend additional stamina point to move 1 space away. And since he's not adjacent, he's melee range, he cannot attack me and he cannot move anymore, because that was his 4th movement point. There you go, mate. There you go. Sorry for that. But he can attack the hero or use domination on the hero with the casket. So that's what he's going to do. In order for him to use domination, he needs to test his son, if I remember correctly. Yeah, his son. His son is 3. Yeah, so he succeeded. So he will do this. 1 and 2, I suppose. So push her back. And now if she fails her son test, her son is 2, so she failed. She will become immobilized. Oh, fantastic. Immobilized. Dun, 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 dun. Where's the card? Yeah, immobilized. So I'll put the immobilized card on her. And I suppose I need to put the token as well. Yeah, there it is. Immobilized. So she cannot move. So she will just lose one activation action. But that was overall a nice tactical maneuver to avoid his attack and force him to use domination on Laurel, as a result of which she lost 2 movement points and an action next turn. All in all, it's not that bad. So Garen now. Garen, what can you do? Garen will attack one of the shades facing him with his Life Drain Scepter. So that's what he does. Okay. he will boost his damage by 1 as always, so 3 damage plus a surge. The surge on a magic wand on his life drain scepter is plus 2 damage. Do I need that though? Yes, I do, because that's 2 against 2. 2 plus 2 damage for a surge, so this shade is dead, and I get my life back. That was his first activation, and I don't think I will attack this, or should I? Maybe we can get rid of them completely. I have some options. I don't have any stamina points. My zombie is useless. I won't even move him. I need to get rid of him and cast him again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rest because I need stamina points. Unless, no, let's rest. Okay, 4 stamina points for Garen. And that's his action. I won't even move the zombie. It doesn't really even matter because I will destroy him next turn and summon a new one. So let's just leave him there. End turn, and now Laurel. What can she do? She's immobilized, so she will. You cannot do any actions. You cannot do any move actions or spend stamina points to move. Discard at the end of your turn. So I can shoot. I can do whatever I want, but I can't move. So I will shoot the shade with my bow of bone. So I'll do this. Not that. Do this. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, or I should, yeah, 4. Let's have a look. First shot is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly what I needed. 2 is blocked. 2 goes through. Shade is dead. Okay. All right. And then I suppose I'll shoot Baron. Yeah, because why not? Just indicate on the app that we destroyed the group. So we'll see what happens. And should we shoot Baron as well? Wound him? Okay, let's do it. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have plenty of range. So I'll add that to indicate that I boosted my damage by 1. So I have 2 surges. 2 surges on a bow of bone is plus 3 damage. So 1, 4, 7. Minus 2 is 5. So a powerful hit, right? 5 damage goes down the drain, Mr. Baron. You're close to dying. Okay, and that was Laurel's activation, and as a result of which we will discard the immobilize condition, so we will be able to move next turn. Right, so that completes the turn. All our heroes are now ready to go, same as Baron. Baron's HP is 4. He doesn't have any conditions on him. So I suppose I need to close in with Garen and start applying all these nasty conditions on him to debuff his power. All right, and then you know the board is quite empty right now, so I suppose we will have some reinforcements soon. We need to rush through here. Maybe we will try to catch that chest over there, but as I said before, this water tile here will slow us down significantly. I don't think we will go through there. Well, we will see. We will see what happens if we have any reinforcements and where they spawn. I can't remember which tile exactly spawns reinforcements. I have a feeling it's this one or this one. I don't know. We'll see that in the next episode. So yeah, I think it's let's wrap up here. Overall, it's been a fun and entertaining continuation of our Interludium quest. We're trying to run away with the Shadow Rune. We're trying to reach the end of the gigantic map that we explored, and I suppose we'll see the continuation of our adventures in the next episode. So thank you very much for being here and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments section below if you did or if you didn't. I'm always looking for ways to improve my playthroughs. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one shortly. Bye bye.